Hello and welcome to the fifth and the last lecture of section 5, modifying and cleaning up the resources. And there's a quick lab as well. So here I am again in AWS console and inside the same region where we have launched our RDS, that is Mumbai region. So just remember this: if you're going in the region which you have used for your lab, you should choose the same region, otherwise that RDS instance won't be available for you. So I have chosen Mumbai and I am in services and database. Under database RDS, I'm clicking RDS. So we should, I think, yes, we have this DB instance over here, one DB instance that we have created during our lab, DB instance, if you remember. Now if we want to modify this instance, for example, this is a T2 micro, okay, T2 micro class. If you want to modify, suppose the load on your server is getting high, you are getting a higher traffic, so select this, okay, it is already selected, and go to instance actions. So here you can see you can modify, stop, reboot, delete, create read replica, etc. Okay, so let us see what happens when we click modify. So this screen is instance specifications, DB instance class. You can change it from here. Okay, so in place of 1 GB RAM, you can go ahead with 2 gigs of RAM, T2 small, T2 medium. So whatever instances are available, it has been shown over here. Okay, so not only this, you can change almost anything over here. Suppose you want to go for multi-AZ deployment. Okay, you can select yes. Okay, storage type SSD, you can go ahead with magnetic, or you can go ahead with PIOPS. So whatever options were provided to you while creating or launching this instance, the same options, almost the same options are available over here again. Okay, so almost everything can be modified. You can see this. If you remember backup, the default backup was for 7 days. We had modified it to 3 days. We have changed it to 3 days. And if you want, you can see this, the maximum number of retention days in retention period would be 35 days. So you should remember this, maximum is 35 days. Backup window, you can edit it from here. Then monitoring can be enabled. Log exports, this also you can select if you want. Maintenance, here see maintenance or minor upgrade is yes. And maintenance window, you can, if you want, you can change it, start time, duration, etc. Okay, and once you continue, the change should take place. Okay, so I'm not continuing, I will just cancel it, and we are back again at the instance dashboard. Here sometimes it may happen that the server is not responding, or if there's some problem with your database server, you might want to reboot it so that it can fix it itself. Okay, so reboot option is also there. And here's one interesting, create read replica. Okay, so let us click this and see what happens. Create read replica DB instance. So it will create a read replica. I mean, you cannot write into that replica, you can only read from that database. Okay, so creating a read replica is same as launching a new instance, but you can do it in a different region as well. So my original database, the actual database, was in Mumbai, but I can have a read replica in West Ireland, or I can have a read replica in North Virginia or Frankfurt or whatever. Okay, whatever regions are available over here, you can go ahead and create a read replica over there. So this is basically to enhance the performance of your database. Most of the databases are read heavy, that is reports etc. play an important role over there. So in those cases, this read replica would help a lot in getting the desired performance. Remember that read replica is updated asynchronously from the source database. You can encrypt your read replica by selecting this enable encryption, instance specification, multi-agent. So almost everything that that was required while configuring or launching an RDS instance, a new instance, everything is there with this read replica as well. Okay, so we don't require this as of now. We'll cancel this, but the takeaway from this is that whenever performance is the criteria, that if your reports are loading slower or the read is getting slower, you just create a read replica of your database. Okay, now after the read replica, we will check out what happens with the snapshot. So it has see, this database was created on 17th, so just after creation, one instance, one snapshot is there, which was created just after the launch, and again on the next day, maybe 18th midnight, okay, somewhere at around 209, another snapshot has been created. Okay, so these are actually automated backups, but if you want, you can go ahead with your own manual backup as well. Go to instance again, and DB instance, it is just selected, instance actions, and take a snapshot. I have clicked take snapshot and take DB snapshot. This feature is currently supported for InnoDB storage engine only if you are using. So we are on InnoDB storage engine, so no problem with that. Snapshot name, I'll just call it my first snap. Okay, take snapshot, and it will be ready within a couple of minutes. It's now at creating stage. Progress is also displayed over here, 0%. Okay, and it will have the same storage space as the source database, that is 20 gigs. My first snap. Okay, these snapshots, for your information, are stored in S3, that is simple storage service provided by Amazon. Now whatever we are doing in AWS, you just remember that you have to clean it up, otherwise you will be charged for extra usage. Okay, 1 DB instance with T2 micro is free in a free tier, but make it a habit of cleaning the resources when they are not in use. This is for cost saving as well as for efficiency. Okay, so as we are no longer using this RDS, and so let us go and clean it up. For cleaning it, we have this delete option, instance actions, and then delete, and here create a final snapshot. So let us say no to this because we don't want a snapshot, it was just a demo. And then some formalities. I acknowledge that upon instance deletion, automated backups including system snapshots and point-in-time recovery will no longer be available. That's fine. Enter the phrase delete me into the field below to confirm the deletion. Okay, delete me. So this might be just to have a confirmation, manual confirmation, so that accidental deletion can be prevented. By entering this delete me, I know what I am doing exactly. I will click delete. So the status is deleting now. It will be deleted in a couple of minutes. Okay, so this was all about modifying snapshot and deleting an RDS instance. After the RDS, let us go to DynamoDB. It was in Mumbai region that the instance that we had created. We are at DynamoDB dashboard, and since we have already created one table, let us go to that table. Here we have that employee table. If you remember, we have seen this in lab. Now suppose if we want to modify the items in this table employee, let us see. Here you can see this pencil mark. Just click this, and in place of Jack I should enter, for example, John, and save it. Okay, so now Jack is gone, John is here. For this city, if I want, I can enter it as London, save it. Okay, jail and sales, you just click this pencil mark over here, and sales you go ahead with IT. Let us save it. Okay, so this is the way you modify your table items in DynamoDB. Now here also it's if you want, you can delete the table. So for deleting the table, just select the table, and here you have the delete option, delete table. Let us see. I am clicking this delete table. Are you sure you want to delete this table, employee? Delete all CloudWatch alarms for this table. That's fine. Create a backup before deleting this table. We don't want a backup, and we'll go ahead with delete. I have clicked delete. Table is being deleted. I think you can see this, and here as well. Okay, so okay, it has been deleted. DynamoDB is fully managed NoSQL. Okay, so there are no tables as of now. So this is the way you clean up your resources. So just remember, whatever you do in a lab, you make sure that you clean it up. Otherwise, you may get a bill shock. That is, don't assume that free tier will be completely free. Thank you. See you in the next section.